Hello and welcome to Digital Marketing Evidence. I'm Ella Riley and I'm joined here today by Dr. Joe Hassam. And today we're talking about something that when I read the research actually really surprised me. This is something that I've seen a lot myself on social media. We are talking about AI influencers. So for the people at home who might not know what an AI influencer is, Joe, do you mind explaining to them what?
A virtual influencer, actually they are computer generated influencers, so they are not human. Yeah. However, they have followers on Instagram, they post on other social media, and they can affect the outcome from branding, recommending, and influencing the purchase decision of consumers.
I think the big question that I should ask first really is, do AI influencers actually work? Is there evidence that we've got for it?
Yeah, we start to get few evidence about the AI influencer, and I can say yes, AI influencers can influence the brand in terms of outcome, either the purchase behavior or recommending and influencing the decision of the consumer. So I can say yes. However, there is some conditions.
Okay.
Yeah. And conditions could be related to the attribute of the influencer, could be related to the human, like to the credibility, to the expertise, which we'll talk during our discussion today more and in details about it.
So I find it really interesting that you're saying that consumers are actually persuaded by somebody who doesn't physically exist. They're just a personality online, really.
Yeah, this is a good point, and there is something formed when you have a AI virtual influencer.
Yeah.
The concept is what we call a parasocial connection. And this is the same when there is a celebrity, a human celebrity, where the audience will connect with them and they feel that they know them, or although they never met them. So this is the same concept or the mechanism how the AI influencer works as well.
Yeah.
So the audience feel that they know them, although they never met them.
Yeah, it's a big challenge when it comes to these AI influencers as well. And so what does research tell us about how consumers build trust of this online virtual personality?
Trust can be as well developed with AI influencers, and many factors and attributes and characteristics of the AI influencer should be taken into consideration to enhance or improve the trust with them or with their recommendations.
So is that basically like saying the relationship that they have with AI before seeing this influencer matters just as much as the AI influencer's characteristics?
Very good point. Very good point. Yes, from studies we know that if your audience are familiar already with AI recommendation, like for example they are familiar with Shopify, Netflix, Amazon recommendation, this means that they will perceive an AI influencer better than someone not familiar with AI. So this is a very good point.
Yeah, okay. And is there like a three-way alignment question as well with that?
Yeah, we know as well from the literature that trust or the perception of AI influencer will be improved either by being attractive, either by having some credibility and expertise, and an important concept called congruence here, which means how the AI influencer fit with the product, how the product fit with the audience, and how the AI as well influencer fit with the audience. An example, this is not new by the way, but we can apply to the AI influencer. I will give you an example. Let's say a very important sportsman, for example, a celebrity in terms of sports, and then they did, for example, an ad for, let's say, a financial service. So there is no fit between the influencer and the brand or the consumer of the brand or the audience of the brand.
What about, let's talk about the specific attributes of AI influencers that make them more or less effective. There is certain research, I think, that tells us about that.
Well, a few research right now to measure what does it mean a good and better AI influencer attributes. And they found out that first you need the attractiveness. Okay, this is very important. How attractive is the AI influencer? Second, the intelligence, and this is very important. They want the AI influencer to behave as a person.
Yeah.
And the third is interactivity, how interactive. And the four is how they look like a human.
So what I did want to ask you about as well, and I found it most surprising in this week's research, is actually the role of colour and AI influencer content. So it seems almost too specific, yet it's also really clear as well what's going on.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I think they look at more than hundreds of thousands of posts on Instagram, and they figure out which color and in terms of the outcome of that, people perceive the recommendation and accept the recommendation of AI influencer. And the colors are the warm palette colors, which mean orange, red, and yellow.
Oh, right.
These colors, it seems that the perceived warmth from this color help the AI influencer to initiate or enhance the emotional trust with the brand. And on top of this, you need as well those photos to be highly bright.
Yeah.
So warm color and the brightness will enhance the outcome from a AI influencer campaign.
That's actually really interesting. So you're saying that colours affect how it's being perceived as well. So is that something that creative teams can almost put in place themselves at home now as well?
I know maybe this is one of the few studies, but I think we'll have more studies about color and brightness and the element of the video or the photos. However, I think now, yes, as if you are developing a campaign, a post, so it's good to have a discussion about the colors with the creative team. And it's good to have a discussion about how bright the photo is, what are the colors, because it's obvious that this will impact the outcome from your campaign.
Yeah, because it still needs to be visually appealing, but use those colors that people are attracted to as well. So I think maybe we could bring this all together, and maybe you could say what are the 5 things that a practitioner or business owner should take from the research this week that we've looked into, really.
Okay, good. Let's recap.
Yeah.
So I think the first is the congruence. What we mentioned that about the fit between the AI influencer, the product, and the brand. This is very important. If one of these 3 dimensions is not working, it means the outcome of the campaign will not be successful.
Yeah.
Second, the attributes are very important. It's not enough to have a followers only, number of followers. Still important, but it's not the only one. We need to look at if the AI influencer is attractive, interactive, and they look like human, which is very important. And the most important is they are intelligent as well. And the third is about the risk. You need to have a risk framework, especially if something went bad, a negative event. So at least you have a plan in place to mitigate the negative spread of the event. And other than that, the fourth one could be about the color, because we know now the warm color are better with the brighter images. They influence better your audience.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I think I'd like to see more research on, and this whole thing in general, really. So is there anywhere that people at home can read more about this?
Yeah, there is. People can read more on the digitalmarketingevidence.com, and they can follow us. Every 2 weeks, we'll have, again, a podcast about digital marketing and the application of AI.
That sounds great. So thank you so much today, Joe, for this discussion that we've had and talking about something that I really find interesting as well. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much, Ella. Thanks.